Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Howdy channel. Oh wow, look at this, some good news. The officer in Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Garrett Wolfe, who was originally fired after the shooting of Rayshard Brooks. You remember that fellow who was drunk and passed out in his car in the Taco Bell? Yeah, anyway, he's the one that got into the wrestling match with the two cops. I don't know why people think that's a good idea. Who is raising their children or telling their brothers and sisters, when you are interacting with the cops, make sure that you not only resist, but you physically resist. Yeah, getting a little tired of that and its results. Anyways, Garrett Wolfe and his partner were fired within like 24 hours and put on murder charges and everything else. However, almost a year later, it turns out that the firing of Atlanta police officer who pulled the trigger is reversed. Garrett Wolfe was not afforded his right to due process, officials say. Well, that's a bit of an understatement. And the amount of people that are not being afforded their due rights is through the roof. And the people that are getting way too many, if you think that America is blind justice, then I hate to break it to you, it's not the justice that's blind. It might be, you fill in the blank. Okay, the firing of former Atlanta police officer who's charged with murder in the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks has been reversed. Only the firing, so at least he'll have comp insurance to help him now. Garrett Wolfe was fired in June, so seriously, almost a year ago, a day after he shot Brooks in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant. The Atlanta Civil Service Board, on Wednesday, released its decision on Wolfe's appeal of his firing. Seriously dragging their feet, guys. Due to the city's failure to comply with several provisions of the code and the information received during witness testimony, the board concludes that the appellant was not afforded his right to due process. I hope my Atlanta accent was spot on. Probably wasn't, but there you go. The board said in its decision, according to the news outlets, therefore the board grants the appeal of Garrett Wolfe and revokes his dismissal as an employee of the Atlanta Police Department. So, a crack in the clouds of horror for what's been going on out there with people getting treated completely whack, where the bad guys are turned into the good guys, the bad guys are turned into saints, their names and paintings are sprayed all over the place, ignoring everything they've done, and the people that were doing the right thing, even if it doesn't look like the right thing in the immediacy, are just getting bushwhacked all over the place. So, yeah, yippee-ki-yay. And it was a Wendy's, not a Taco Bell. Sorry, it was Wendy's. All right, so I hope to report more good news as it occurs. For other things where they're waking up, you still got the whole January 6th thing where those, holy smackaronis, tons of those people are still in jail, while you've got the Portland people are being dismissed without any charges whatsoever while they're burning down. It's like, look, is the moral of the story that when the right protests, that they have to start fires in order to get it called a peaceful protest? Because there were no fires on January 6th. And I don't know the solution, but this is good news, so thought it was worth sharing. Hope you are well, take care, and we will see you in the future.